Jules here from Joolsedesigns at Creations. Welcome to my channel. And today what we're going to do is we're going to do some circle tags and circle dangles. Anybody that's been following me, you know all of my circles. And I've been doing quite a lot. I've been making tags out of them. And pockets and things like that. So we have a pocket here. And it has 1, 2, and then if you put that down it can have 3. We can do half pockets and just plain tucks. Anyway, so today we've got some dangles, and this is craft card. Now I couldn't get, I'd cut these out before I came out. I cut them out on my scan and cut. I actually cut them out last year and brought them out last year and never used them. And the nearest I could get to craft card was brown card here. Note to myself, I need to start bringing card out with me a lot more than what I do. So I have got some bulb pins, but I quite like putting them on a little bit of rope, and that's just a circle, like a pennant, a bit of ribbon that was cut off, and a circle. That's just a pennant that's been stamped. That's just a shape that I've got a die cut with me, and I was just cutting some bits of book page out, and that's just some scrap paper that I had for the circle. So I've got all my bits and pieces in here. Now if you've watched me, you'll have seen me make these envelopes, and they're quite handy for keeping bits and pieces in. I do need to decorate this one up, but never mind. So we've got some bits and pieces for tags, we've got some circles for dangles, and then we've got a pile of just bits and pieces. We've got some Tracy labels. I know I've got some Tracy labels, some other Tracy labels. I just need to find them and get them cut out. And when I say Tracy labels, it's Tracy Fox. You'll find her on YouTube, you'll find her on Facebook. She has an Etsy and she does these amazing labels. And they're brilliant because she does big ones, large ones, small ones, and if you print them out to a page, you get teensy weensy ones, and I love them. I have my own labels, yes. I still go back to the Tracy labels. Okay, so we'll put that there, and what we'll do is we'll do a dangle first. So I'll do one with the craft card, and I cut some brown card up into strips, and these I think they're 1/2 inch. Just slightly over 1/2 inch by 1 3/4 inch, and they're just ideal for me to do like little pennant tags on them. So I don't have a circle cutter with me, but this circle is 2.5 in diameter, but what I do have is I have one of these. So half of 2.5 is 1 1/4. Now I don't want it 1 1/4 because I want a gap. So I'm just going to measure it. So there's 1 1/4, and I'm just taking it down to half a quarter. Will do. So this is just paper, so I'm quite happy to use this. I could cut them out and alright, I'm not putting it in the middle of the circle. As I said, I could cut them out and stick them on book page or card and use them, but I'm going to use them like this, and this is going to just draw me a nice circle. In fact, what I'll do is I'll cut a few out. I think I need to sharpen my pencil. I'm still getting the hang of this. Okay, we'll just put that over there in case I poke myself with the point, although they aren't as sharp as they used to be. Now I've just roughly cut that out, which is fine. And it goes over the hole, but I've got an eyelet resetter. I can reset the hole, or I can put it elsewhere if I want. And what I'm going to do is I'm just going to ink around this so it hides the pencil mark quite well. You can rub the pencil mark out if you want, however that just takes too much craft time up. And there we are. And what did I do with my... I'm just going to ink around the actual circle itself. And I'm using ground espresso. And I already have one of these with a little bit of book page on. So that'll go there. And I've got a circle. Now what I do want is I want a little bit of circle. So I'm just looking for the middle of that circle. I'm just bringing my pencil in. And I'm just going to use a little bit of music page. And that goes on there perfectly. I'm going to glue this one on because that's got some kind of, I think it's a circle that's been cut out a gloss card, or it's got some kind of gloss on it anyway, so. You don't have to put the circle in the middle. You can see I didn't there. I put it to one side, and I quite like that sometimes as well. And there we have it. So we've got that one. So we'll put that one to one side and we'll do a brown one. Just bear with me 1 minute. I am back, my phone started ringing. Okay, it was my husband, he's away out at the moment, so he was wanting to know if I was going up for a coffee, but no. I'm staying with you guys. Okay, so we've got that. My sponge is getting a bit old and dry, and again this one's 2.5, so I want just under 1 1/4. So all I do is I just put my point at the end of the ruler and just go for just under 1 1/4. And do we want a bit of book page on that one? Music page. What we got? No, I won't. I'll use one of these. Okay, and I will rub that one out because I can see the pencil because I've cut slightly above the pencil line. This silicone mat doesn't allow me to rub all the bits and pieces off that I would like to. And again, I'll use the Distress ink this time. Now, one of the things that I did bring with me was some gilding wax, and it was kind of hard. It's the Cosmic Shimmer New Gold Gilding Wax. So what I did was, to soften it up a little bit, I shoved it in the microwave just for 10 seconds, and then I checked it and I put it in for another 10 seconds. So it did about 30 seconds, but before you do that, I would just put it in for 10 seconds at a time, but it has softened it. I've done this before with other things. If it's getting hard, it's getting old, and if I ruin it, I ruin it. But it's kind of giving it a new lease of life. I'm not the greatest of putting gilding wax on, as you can see. Stuck in your nails and all over that stuff. Okay. And I'm just putting a bit of art glitter glue on this one as well, just in case it gets put over any gilding wax, it will stick. Okay. And we have that, and I'm just going in here because I know I saw this. Okay, so if I use these, I need to back them on something, and I think that's exactly what I'll do. I've got some stronger book page here. And just want that. So we can cut that across there, and it doesn't mean to say we can't use it, because all I do then is I just put that and then I've got two smaller ones. So okay, and we want the I'm just thinking around these. What I'm going to do is I'm going to stamp over the top of them. The stamps I'm going to use should we have a birdie? I'll have a little birdie. I'll have this one. I think he's either in the rose bush or the camellia bush. I just can't quite make it out. And this is a flawed stamp because it's got a line right the way through it, but it's fine. So there we have a little birdie. We'll put him back. And what else? What's on these? Oh, there, little rabbit. It says beautiful. And we'll put it on this one. And I think I'll use the vintage photo. More of a warmer brown. There we have a beautiful dream, it says. Not fit on, it will. If it goes off, it goes off. So we now have this one, and do we want that one? Give it a bit more ink. Yep. And should we have a little circle? Yep, that's got a faint stamp on. Okay, so what I need to do now is I need to use my eyelet setter, and I will speed this part of the video up. It is noisy and I've showed it a few times how it works. And I'm just going to start so what I'm getting is I'm just getting some little bulb pins. And we'll see what else I've got. I've got some little heart beads here. Got some little paper beads as well, but I'm not sure how they'll go. So I'm opening it up first, and put that on, put that on, put that on. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to cut this paper bead in half. Paper beads are easy, it's just rolled up paper on a skewer or a whatever. So there we are, we have that one. I'm just looking to see if I have any bits of I like putting bits of lace and stuff like that on as well. So we'll put the sparkly lace on, put the circle, put the tag, and I never used the bead, never mind. So there we have that one. Shove that back in there, and the little paper bead. So we've got some little dangles. And these were the ones that I threaded with twine and baker's twine. So you can see you've got some nice little dangles there. Now these ones, let me straighten that up a bit. What I used was bits of the German book page on these, so I'm just needs to be above that. And I'm just taking the raggy edge off. I could have left the raggy edge on and taken a bit off the other side, but and then what I do is I just guess the middle, do a little cut up, and then from the corner to the top of the cut, and then what I usually do is I put that underneath, try and get it as near to the middle as possible. And then when that goes on, it should fit perfect. And I'm using art glitter glue on this because for some reason, I don't know what's on these book pages, but it's not over keen on glue stick. I don't know whether it's the age of it or what, but it's just and there we have it. And I think we'll put a little bit of still quite soft, and then if I just and then I'm just rubbing around the edges, and that just rubs it in a little bit more. Okay, so we've got them. So now what we want to do is we want to make some tags. And all you do really is you cut out your circles, you ink round them. And I do have quite a few circles on my Ko-fi site that are free. I've got some for the shabby chic. There might be some for the spring digital or the bee digital. I can't remember. I would need to go and have a look. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to stamp on the back. I'm going to do that in Vintage Photo. And I'm going to stamp it in the middle, because what I'll do is I'll do some script in the background and on the edges, and we'll just put that on there because I'll need that. Well, I won't, I'm just going to freehand do the script. And which one do I want? I want this one. This one looks more like a letter. Well, it is a letter because this one's postcards and inks and stuff like that. And again, I think I'll use the and we'll do around the edges, and then what I might do is I might go around the edges of this. Not pressing too hard. So even with digitals you can go over them with stamps. And then I want my black one. And it doesn't matter if it's one way or the other. It just makes it interesting. And do I want any more? I think what I'll do is I think I'll do some black around that. So I'll go back to the other edge of that. And I'm not, it's just the very edge I'm catching, and all it is just to make the actual tag pop. And what do I want on this one? Do I want the butterfly? No, it's kind of lost on that, isn't it? But that's kind of lost on there. So I think what we'll do is we'll put some labels. So I think we'll put it over to the edge like that. I want it like that. What else have I got? No, I don't want that. I don't want the red on it. How about a Tracy label? Put that to the bottom. Yep. So again, and I want that raggy stuff on it. do I want that? No. Yeah, that's definitely the one, but I'm going to take that one off to the end there, because there might be something else I can put on. How about a flower? How about this one? Yeah. And these are just footy cuts from the Just Peachy kit. And we'll put that down there, because it all matches in the greens. And I'm just putting a little bit of black around this one. We'll just cover that stalk up. And then we'll cut these round. And we'll have this Tracy label there, because I don't like wasting any of them. Yes, I quite like that. And then we'll go around it, round the edges with the black again. And it just looks as though it was part of it. And we'll put a hole in that one. And we want some gold ribbon. Let me see. Do you want some pink ribbon? No, I don't want pink ribbon. What about some? Yes, that's nice. And I just pull it through. Try and turn it to the satin side. If it doesn't, it doesn't. But usually you can manipulate it before you tighten the knot. And then if you just pull that side and that side, tightens the knot, and that side and that side tightens the knot. Right, so I'm just putting the two ends together and going in so you get that like bow effect. Again, put the two ends in together. And there we have that, and we can put a nice little dangle on it if we wanted. We want the spring one. Yes. And it's the one that I put in the wrong way, so no, we won't have that one. Try this brown one. Nah. I'm going to have to take this off. So put the circle in. I'll try putting the bead back on. What did I do with it, that paper bead? Where is it? I've lost it. Oh dearie me. We'll put the heart bead on, get it round there. There we are. And then we want the circle, the tab. Sorry. And I'm just putting that through a bit of the knot, and then fastening it. So there we are, a tag with a dangle. And you've got, now if you wanted, you could put a smaller circle or a square in there so that you could journal on it. You can journal on that, but that's ideal for your little pockets. Right, put them in the smaller ones like that. You can even have the little dangling over. Now, does that not look cute? Okay, so I hope you get something out of that, and I hope you'll have a go. As I say, I've got plenty of circles on my Ko-fi that are free. I know the shabby rose ones are, and they're pinks and beiges, so they'll go with anything as well. Put my scraps away, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye.